So it's day 16 already of my year in food, and tonight we're gonna do something so quick and so easy, really light. The weather is finally cheered up here. It feels amazing. So I want to just do something really nice and light that we can kind of maybe eat outside and just have a little light glass of wine, light dinner. So I'm going to show you how to jazz up one of those rotisserie chickens that you find in the grocery stores. I just picked one up at Whole Foods. It's a nice little organic baby roasted chicken, a little rotisserie guy. So I'm going to show you how to jazz those up and make them a little more appealing. They always look so sad in those plastic containers. So we'll jazz that up, and then I'm going to do a really nice sliced tomato and Greek-ish salad that's going to go kind of in the center of all those sliced tomatoes. And then we'll just cut up the chicken. We're going to make a really simple homemade pesto, and we're going to drizzle that on top of that rotisserie chicken, and it is going to be done in lickety-split time. So let's go look at all the produce and get cooking. Let's make it. Day 16, my year in food. Chili with Gussie. Greekish salad. Jazzing up a rotisserie bird. Come on, let's go. So you are looking at dinner, plus a little salt and pepper, of course, but this is really it. It's going to be so easy. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to slice those tomatoes up, and we're going to make our Greek-ish salad. So I've got hearts of palm, which I absolutely love. There we go, hearts of palm. We're going to chop that up. We're going to slice up some just black olives, drain those off, slice that up. We've got chickpeas. I've got some cucumber. Let's see what else. Oh, this is proper feta cheese. So this is sheep's milk feta cheese, which is, I can do sheep and goat's milk for some reason. A lot easier than dairy, than cow milk. So we're going to use that with a lot of fresh, look at how beautiful. Oh, I wish you could smell this. The kitchen smells so good with all this basil and fresh mint. It just smells amazing. So we're going to chop some of these herbs up for that as well. But we're also going to use these to make a pesto with some lemon and garlic, some olive oil. And we're going to make a nice quick little pesto just in the blender to kind of freshen up and jazz up this. I mean, he looks okay, but he does look a bit sad, doesn't he? That little rotisserie chicken that I got. So we're going to make him look much more appealing, so people will want to dig into him tonight. So we'll make a little pesto. We're going to make a beautiful little salad here. Really pretty, really easy and healthy and light. So this is the ingredients for day 16, my year in food. So let's get cracking. Day 16, my year in food. This is the gorgeous spread that we've created with just those few ingredients. So I'm showing you how to jazz up one of those sad rotisserie chickens from the grocery store. You know the ones. And this is our kind of Greek salad that I made. So in here we had the feta cheese, we had the cucumber cut up, we had the can of olives drained, cut up, can of hearts of palm, again drained, cut up, and then a can of chickpeas. So let's finish this salad off. We're going to plate this after, and then we'll move on to the homemade pesto with the chicken. Okay, so this is so easy. All that we're going to do, and if you don't have a jar of sun-dried tomatoes at home that's sitting in that lovely oil, that's okay. You can just use regular olive oil with this. But I'm going to use this oil all over everything, and those sun-dried tomatoes. That was about, I don't know, a quarter of that jar. And I'm going to go in again with just a bit more, a generous glug of olive oil. And now the same thing for some really nice balsamic vinegar. And you just want a good generous glug. This is basically the dressing, and you could, you could have this sit for as long as you want, really. Some nice, generous, fresh cracked pepper. And we're not going to use really any salt because the feta itself is salty, and then all of those other ingredients are pretty briny, the olives, the hearts of palm, so it doesn't really need anything else. So I'm just going to give this a good mix up, and then I'll see if it might need any more dressing, liquidiness. And you kind of can do that to taste. Doesn't that look beautiful though? So fresh, so light. If you didn't have balsamic, you could do lemon juice. You just want a little acidity with all that. So I can tell for me, I want a bit more pepper, and I'm going to do a teeny bit more balsamic. How easy is that? You might even have most of these ingredients already at home. And then we've had all that lovely mint and basil chopped up. Okay, that looks great to me. So let's go ahead over here to the tomatoes that we sliced, and let's just plate. And all I'm going to do is do a generous little bit in the middle. And then when people serve themselves, they can get a nice bit of that. Okay. Come on, you. Gorgeous. Doesn't this look like heaven on a plate? That guy's too small. Let's give him some more. All right. And then we're also going to put that fresh pesto, a little drizzle of that on here as well. So for now, little salt, little pepper. Got to season in life. Everything needs a bit of seasoning. Gorge. Okay, so as you can see, that's looking gorgeous. So really all we need is the pesto to finish. Look at the chicken. We've just taken that rotisserie bird and sliced it up, put it on a nice plate. And now let's finish this with the pesto. Right, so you can use a blender. I'm using a NutriBullet. Doesn't really matter which. Into my little NutriBullet, I had a load, remember all that basil. So quite a bit of basil and a good few handfuls of mint. That's going in. I've got about, I'd say two and a half cloves of garlic minced. That's going to go in. Now I've got a beautiful ripened lemon, so I'm just going to give that a good squeeze. And we'll add the lemon juice in, so it's got a nice little bit of tartness. You kind of can make a pesto from anything. That's why I love pesto. Is you can kind of put parsley, or I mean, it depends on what you're cooking, but you really could make your own pesto for anything. It's really great for the spring and summer months because it's something, there's really something nice and fresh and clean about it. Alright, so we've got one nice happy lemon juice going in. Okay. And then the final thing is I'm taking one of those ripened tomatoes that we had. So I sliced two up, but this guy's going to go in here. I'll just quarter him up. Get him on in there. Salt. Pepper. A lot of pepper. And then a good bit of, you need the oil, right? You need a liquid. So I'm going to do a nice bit of olive oil. Why is there always a casualty? So So let's give this a good blitz. Give it a little shake down. People at home, close your ears. Till obviously you can still see all those green minty basil particles. We want to keep going nice and smooth. Gorgeous. Right. So now we're going to jazz up the bird. And that tomato salad that we've made. Let's give it a taste. Oh, it's so good. You can really taste the mint and the basil and the lemon. It's beautiful, really light and clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and just drizzle this basically all over this bird. You can serve this on the side, so if people want a bit more, which I know that they will. When I love it, the garlic is just kind of on the back of my tongue. It's not too overpowering. Just do some little dots. Have fun with it. Okay? And then we're going to finish with a nice sprinkling of mint and basil again. Just to liven it all up. Now come on, does that not look gorgeous? That would invite anybody in to want to have a bite of this rotisserie chicken. Who would have thought from the grocery? It doesn't have to be a huge process. You can really make a great meal in quick time. Alright, so that's the beautiful jazzed up rotisserie chicken. And now let's just finish up the tomato salad. We're going to do the same thing. A nice bit of pesto. Kids love to do this part because it's very autistic, isn't it? Okay. And then let's do the same with this. So a nice bit of fresh mint and basil. Now, what do you think out there? That really was so quick and easy, and it's nice and healthy. You're not going to feel naughty after eating this. So we're going to crack open a nice bottle of white wine, I think, and just get involved with this. I'm really excited. This is good, and the pesto is delish. And whatever you've got left, just save. You can use this for all kinds of good stuff. So keep it. So this is it. This is day 16 of My Here in Food with me, Julie Lagasse. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you try this for yourself at home. And happy spring, finally.